Hey, what's up, y'all? This is David Cruz here. Today's workout is going to target that asset, your best asset. We're going to target the glute area, which is one of our biggest muscle in our body, the most powerful muscle. You can target it for any type of reason you want, whether it be to tuck, tone, and tighten, or for any other reason, whether it just be to generate strength and power. So I'm going to focus on 5 different movements today. I want to keep it simple. I'm going to use some dumbbells, and I encourage you to use a set of dumbbells. The rep range is going to be between 12 and 15, somewhere around there. And whenever I say that, I only say that because if maybe the first round you get 15 reps of that, you should choose a weight that's challenging you, and eventually get heavier towards the later rounds. We're going to do 4 rounds today. So if for some reason you can go through each round using for 15 reps with the weight that you have, then I want you to go heavier. Whenever targeting that lower body or that booty, you want to make sure that you're really focusing, challenging it, and your form's got to be right. You got to mentally engage the glute. You're going to be working multiple muscles down there, and you don't want every muscle just jumping in whenever they feel like they have to. So the main focus is our booty. So let's just get right to work. Again, we're going to do 5 different exercises for 4 rounds. The rep range is 12 to 15. So do what you can, build appropriately, and let's get started. All right, first things first, we're going to go into stiff-legged deadlift. Although I'm saying stiff-legged deadlift, I don't want your knees locked out completely. There's a time for that, and this is not that time. We're going to go into a deadlift, which means you're lifting dead weight off the ground, right? I want soft knees, but I want your legs to stay as straight as possible with proper form. So I'm going to grab some weight. These are the dumbbells that I'm going to choose. Again, you're doing 4 rounds of 15 to 12 reps. So in the first round, if you get 15, that's okay. Let your body get used to the motion, the movement. And then from there, I want you to increase it, challenge yourself. This is your workout. So you know what you're capable of. Make it count. All right, first things first. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back, and I want you to hinge at the hips. Keep it simple. I want the weight close to the body, and I want you to exhale as you lower, sticking your butt back, and then coming up. Flexibility is different for everybody, so find where you feel like you're starting to, as soon as you go down and you feel your back start to round, just come back up. I promise you it'll get better as you get better. But for right now, do what feels right and focus on hinging the hips and squeezing that asset up top. Exercise number 2. Again, I want you to focus on your form, okay? We're gonna go into a sumo squat on this one. Think sumo, all right? Sumo squat on this one, wide, toes slightly pointed out. I don't know if you can see my toes from here, but they're not here anymore. Now they're out here. I'm gonna bring the weight dead in the center, all right? So your core's gotta engage in a whole different area, so make sure you embrace that, not just lower back no more. Shoulders back, I want you to make sure that you're heavy-heeled. What I mean by that is driving the force through your heels. Light toes, heavy heels. From here, I want you to sink and then come up. And when you come up on this one, I don't want you to come all the way up. I want time under tension, which means that you're not gonna lock it out and rest up here like you did in the first exercise. Not really rest, more of a contraction. I want you to stay engaged the whole time. So you're coming down and coming up. Just before you hit that locked out top range, you're gonna go back and sink. Squeezing that area that you're trying to target. You and I both know what you're trying to do here. Let's make it count. All right, exercise number 3. You should be starting to feel it now. Things are starting to get fatigued. Your form starts to break. Take a second if you need to. This next exercise is a bit tricky one. If you have knee problems or just it feels uncomfortable because of flexibility, listen to your body. Adjust your range of motion. Focus on that. All right? It's a curtsy lunge. So what I want you to do is we're going to focus on one side and then do the other. So they're not alternating. It's not going from one side to the next. Watch my form. Watch what I'm doing. It's going to be a burner. I want the outside foot. On this case, I'm going to start to my right. So my left foot is gonna come behind and I'm gonna sink into that lunge. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna sink. And this is to get that outside little area. All right, that's important too. You need the whole asset. Make sure that you're not confusing this with a reverse lunge. This is going outside. You can see my foot, I'm exaggerating that. You can see my foot, and then sink and come up. All right, I want you to do one whole set on one side and then move on to the next side. All right, y'all, we're on exercise number 4 now. Your body should be feeling it now. You should be feeling it in that target area as well, so I want you to take your time with it. The 4th exercise is a lateral lunge, all right? Now we're gonna attack the inside of the thigh, but still sticking to our main goal, that asset, all right? We're sinking into, I'm gonna start to my right, I'm sinking into that lateral lunge. Pay attention to my ankles as well, all right? Ankle flexibility is just as important as everything else. Take advantage of it. You're already working, might as well make it count. All right, I'm gonna bring the outside dumbbell. So I'm going to my right, my left is gonna come right in between my legs. Where I'm going is gonna be where the outside dumbbell is gonna be. All right, I'm gonna go, step out, and sink into that lunge. And I'm gonna come back. And I'm staying to that side the whole time. I'm using this bent leg to power me back up, okay? Which in turn is gonna use my glute. You need that power back there. So I'm sinking, head up, chest up. I'm not down here, head up, chest up, and I'm coming up. Another way to do it, if that's too much, I mean, you know, this is some heavy weight. So you can throw a weight here and still continue the movement until you get to the point where you're here. You can come here, don't let it rest on your knee though. And come up, come down, or come up, or set that down. Again, look at my ankle. I'm not looking, I don't want this or this. I want a nice straight leg. If that's an issue, just shorten up your range of motion until you get there. Okay? Pay attention to your body. Flexibility is just as important as the workout. You can start increasing that now. All right, y'all, our last and final exercise. Exercise number 5. I'm gonna give you, this is a gift. I'm gonna have you put down your weight. Take a second. All right, from here, we're gonna be on the ground. Have a nice mat, a soft surface for your knees, okay? I'm gonna show you what I want, and then I'm gonna show you how to make it a little bit more advanced or modify it a bit, okay? We're gonna do some reverse leg raises and then add some obliques in there, right? It's no good having a good butt and no core. Believe it or not, every exercise that we've done today is pretty much total body, although we've been isolating that little area, all right? This one, I'm gonna isolate the back, then I'm gonna get you a little oblique action, a little side core. All right, we're gonna be on the ground in this position. All right, this is what I call a 4-point position. Okay, we're gonna start on one side, we're gonna go back and then come in. Lift, lift. On that exercise, I'm keeping my legs straight. I'm exhaling as I lift, and then I'm exhaling as I bring my knee outside to my elbow, all right? The most important thing to do is I'm not bending my leg, and I don't need to emphasize that, I just see that all the time. I'm not doing this, and then coming inside. I'm leading with my heel, look, flex foot, I'm leading with my heel, I'm lifting as high as I can, and then I'm exhaling. It's not uncommon for when you're lifting your leg for you to slightly feel it in your lower back. It's got to work. It's part of, the neck bones connected to the, whatever. It's not uncommon. I want you to feel it and embrace it. If something feels not right or it's hurting, when it's an impingement, not working hurting, but hurting where you know you're working that area, this is a good thing, all right? Get through it, make it count. Don't overdo it, but as you get more advanced, especially in the rounds, I want 4 rounds of this. As you get more advanced, your body's gonna know and recognize the movement, adapt, which is our greatest gift, and you're gonna get better. You're gonna get stronger, and you're gonna get more advanced. The advanced way to do this, if you feel like that was, 15 on one side, because there's no weight, you're gonna do 15 on the other side, you can go into a high plank position. Right now, it's a little bit more intense. So you can come here, and on the side, I'm gonna demonstrate both, but you come here, nice tight abs, keep it tight, arms directly in alignment, and I'm picking a foot. Lift, lift, lift. All right, make sure that you get the most benefit of that specific movement. I'm pointing in this little area because that's what I want you to work. All right, y'all, that was our 5th and final exercise. Remember, 1, form over speed. And let's go even further than that, form over reps. If you feel like you're getting a certain amount of reps and you haven't really hit that target and your form starts to break, something doesn't feel right, adjust. There's no 2 people in this planet exactly alike. Know where you are, visualize where you're going, and make it count. Don't just go through the motions, don't lollygag, all right? You're already putting in the work, make it count. If you can get to 15 reps, and it wasn't that difficult for you, you need to add more weight. Make it count, go heavy. Leave your comments, and make sure that you subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. All right, I'm here for you. My name is David Cruz. Thank you for letting me work out with you today.